Hey everybody, welcome to the Raspberry Pi, or sorry, not Raspberry Pi, Xcode tutorial part 1, or video 1 out of many I'll be doing. So yeah, so let's get on with it. So how do we get Xcode? So we'll just jump into, make sure to subscribe, and yeah. So how do we get Xcode? So it's really simple. So there's, of course, you can go to the Apple website and search up Xcode, but you can also do from the App Store. You can just go to App Store and you can just search up like you can just search it like Xcode. After that, you get this. I can update it. I'm gonna do it later after this video is done. And yeah, so I'm gonna quit this. Okay, so I'm gonna open up Xcode right here. Let's open it up, and please like the video. It'll help me a lot. It's free. It'll really help the algorithm out. And yeah, okay, so I have all these things put out yet, and we're gonna create a new project. So I'm gonna click on this. Wait for it. It should something. Yep. So here, let's take a look at this. So what's happening right here? There's many things. So you can take iOS, which is iPhone, Mac OS, which is this MacBook, Watch OS, which is Apple Watch, TV OS, which is Apple TV, and other. I'm gonna be taking the iOS. And then we're gonna start simple with the normal app. So we're gonna click on next. So what should we name our thing? We'll just do like hello world, hello project. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna click on next. I'm gonna click on create. Wait for it to come. So yes, that's coming up. Okay, so after that, this is gonna come up. So. And we get this. So this is where it should be. And now let's go on with a quick simple, let's go to the beginner. So we're going to click on main storyboard, which is the actual UI. And now what is a UI? A UI is basically called a user interface, which is basically user interface, which is like this UI where you can drag and drop and things. So let's do that. So after we do this, we're going to open up our code thing. So I like to open up the code. I'm going to click on this button. Okay, and another thing comes up. I'm going to just do that. And now I'm going to change this to view controller. Okay. Now the main UI should pop up here. Wait for it. Okay. So now it's here. So this is basically the coding platform for this. Which says view controller right here. It's view controller right here. So what if you here, let's go down with a simple button or label project. So if you click on this, make sure to click on this, and we're gonna click on this this library thing, and we get all of this we can do. So I tell you, so if you click on this first, it's gonna show you, and you click on this, it's gonna show you all this type of code things you can do. So, but we have to click on this. So make sure to click on that, and I'll click on that. And go to, so we have all of this. So we have a label, which is basically a text box, a button, segments, control, text field, slider, switch. There's many things you can do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click this, I'm gonna drag it, I'm gonna click it like that and drag it on. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just zoom in, and I'm gonna just increase the size of this. Let's make it like 25. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just gonna expand it, and to change this from label, we can just double tap like this, and we can change it anything from here. But then the main way is to click on this, and as you can see on my right here, it says label here. We can change this to hello world. So now we get that, and we're gonna click on that. It's gonna say hello world. So now let's run this and see what happens. So we're gonna just do this. We're gonna do it on iPhone 11 because it says it's an iPhone 11, so everything's gonna come up perfectly. And once you download Xcode, you're gonna automatically get a simulator. So simulator will pop up. Of course, now it'll take some time because it's the first time doing this. So yeah. So okay. So it says build succeeded. I mean, it's nothing like, it's not gonna fail because all we did is just put a quick text box here saying hello world. Okay. So let's do the size to this. Okay, so this come up. It's gonna take a long time. Not long. It's gonna take like 45 seconds to come. I'm gonna put it. Okay, so it came hello world. So we got that. So now what I'm gonna do is, so it says hello world here, And so now that we got that, let's do like a quick button function. So let's just move this down for now, and we're gonna click on this and add a button. That, and we're just gonna increase the size. So let's just put it like that. And yeah, so now I'm gonna customize it a bit. So I'm gonna put the background color as, say, green. And if you want to do this code way, if you're a beginner and you just download this, I would suggest just doing it this way for now. But if you want to do it the code way, in this override function, we're going to talk about it later. You're going to do self.view.background color equals dot and then whatever color. So I'm going to make it green. But I'm not going to do that yet because that's a bit like, we're going to do the coding part a bit later. So now that you have this button, I'm going to increase the size. And I'm going to say like, I'm going to just say click. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to increase the size of the button just a bit. The text color, I'm going to make it orange. Okay, now if you run this, it's going to act like a button. I mean, this is a button. So yeah, so while we're waiting for that, let's look at some other things we can do. Like the segmented control, which is basically like options you can do. Text field, which is basically the user can put like text in a box. There's a slider where you can actually slide. There's a switch on and off, and an indicator view, and yeah. So okay, so let's wait for this to come. The background. Okay, so it came here. So if you click this, so nothing happens because. So for this, we'll have to do some code in here. So let's put in some code. So if you click this, it's gonna come like this, but nothing will happen because no code to write in. So let me change. I'm gonna change this to black because it's a bit harder to see. Okay, so let's do. Whenever you click the button, it says it prints something. Like say it says hi or clicked or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first hit the control button, hit this button, and I'm gonna see here where it says insert action outlet. So I'm just gonna let it go like that, and it's gonna come up. So I'm gonna put this as like button, and I'm gonna change this connection to action, and I'm gonna change this to UI button, and yeah, so I'm gonna connect it. So if you're wondering what this is, it's basically like an if statement. So if this is basically like in Python, if you do like if button is clicked, this is basically if the button is clicked, something should happen. So we're gonna write our code in here. So we have to first connect the text box as well, just like we did for this one. So we're gonna hit the control, and we're gonna place it right here. I'm gonna name it label. And now there's no action for this. So we're gonna just click on this, and we're gonna click connect. Yeah. So now after we got that, so we're gonna do. So now we have the label here. So if you hover over this, this is highlighted. So yeah, and the button here, that's highlighted. So we're gonna do. So when the button is clicked, this should change to clicked. So let's do. So inside this, we're gonna write our code here. So here we're gonna write label, which is, because this is what we called it. That's why we called it. Dot text equals, and in a string we can write anything we want. So it's like clicked. So now if you run this, look at that. So let's run it. Okay. So let's wait for it to come. So when we click this, it should say clicked. Yes, it does. Now, so you can do like that. So just to make it interesting, like you can put this here. You can even add another one. So you can add another button called like click again, click again. So but see, that's the thing. Like only once you can click it, and it's gonna say click. So click again, and then we're gonna attach this here again, like right here. Button 1. We're gonna change this to UI button. Go, and we're gonna name this label.text equals unclicked or something like that. So we're gonna do that. So now if you run this, there are gonna be two buttons. Clicked, unclicked, clicked, unclicked. That's perfect. So yeah, so you can do many things like this with this. It's really simple code you can write, and yeah. So let's get on with another one of this. So we use these two. What if we like the segmented control and the others are really a bit like advanced. So we're not gonna get it in this in this video because this is like a quick overview. So let's do a text field. Okay, so if we just drag the text field right here and we just put it like this and we run it, look what's gonna happen. So okay, so right here, if you click on this, we'll be able to write anything we want. So hi, so hello, don't forget to subscribe. So that's it. So we can just write it, okay? But we can't do anything what if we make a thing that says, so after you put this in, when you click a button, what you put here will also print in a label. So that's really simple to do as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the control button again on our keyboard. We're going to drag it in and put a field, and it's a UI text field, which is correct. Okay, so we have field, and now we're going to do so we have this, and we're going to add another. Actually, we're going to take off one of the buttons because we already finished that project. We're going to take off this because that's our, we already took that off. Okay, so now we have to do is, so then when the button is clicked, it says this label says, or when you put something in and you press this button, whatever you put in here is what this says. So here how it says label.text equals clicked. So label.text is correct, but instead of clicked, we have to put what the field says. So we just have to put field.text. So now, okay, so we're just going to flip it. Okay. So wait for it to come. Okay, so we're gonna say like, hi, this should work. Okay, hi, this should. So we got it right, but see how it says this should ... That's because we haven't. This is a bit too short. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna expand it like that. Okay, so if you run this again, then the dot shouldn't come because the last time it was too hard. So okay, so hi, this should work. Click it. Hi, this should work. But see how it says here we want it to be in the middle. All you have to do is just click on this and click on this adjust middle button. So now whatever you say, it should come in the center. So sorry about that. So hi, this should work. Perfect. That's what we wanted. So we got that down, and now what? So now instead of hello world, we're just gonna take that off. So then now it won't say anything. Only whatever we say, it's going to. So okay. So hi, this should work. So first it doesn't say anything. Okay. So now after we got that. So what if let's do another thing. So see how after we click this, we want this to go. So if you put just hi here, it says hi, but we want this. What if you want this whole thing to go away after you put the click? All you have to do that is field.text equals nothing. So we just put empty quotes. So so now there's nothing here. Hello world, enter, and this goes away. Of course this is optional, you don't have to do that. And yeah, so now okay, so now we got that. I'm gonna actually try to so I'm gonna actually try to do this. So wait, let's see. Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry. So we got that. Now what if now we finished that. So now let's do one more project. So we've learned all of these things. So what if we want to I know. So let's go to, so as you can see on the simulator right here. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to settings. Okay, so see if you click on general, see this swiping, like this transition it does from that, like it pushes, like you got that. How can we do that? That's actually really simple. It doesn't really use code, but we can do that really easily. So To do that, we need to take two UIs, which is basically two types of these phones things. So to do that, all we have to do is we have to click on this button, and I have to search up view controller. Okay, so we have this. We're gonna just post it like this. And now this is really simple. So we just have to click this button, or we'll just click that, and we're gonna click this button again. We're gonna take a new button, and we'll just expand this like so. And I'm just gonna make the background color. Let's make the text color black or blue. Let's make the background color. Let's just make it like orange. Okay, so now we have that then. Okay, so now we have the button, and all we have to, it's really simple. So all we have to do is hit the control button again on our keyboard. We're just gonna drag it onto here and let go, and then there's many action sequences you can do. Sorry if I'm not saying that. So you can do show, which is basically doing that push. So let's show it. So we're gonna run this, and when we click on this button, it's gonna push it, and that's gonna happen. So there's two things that might happen. I have to see. Okay. So yes, so that's what happens. So I'm sure you've seen that. So if you click on this button, it's gonna pop up like that. So but to make it slide, like the push, we're gonna do something called. So we're gonna click on this. We're gonna click on editor. We're gonna go and click on embed in, and we're gonna click on navigation control. So how we do that is we just have to click on that. So editor, navigation controller. Okay, so we have that. Now it should push. So now there's this, and if you want, so now it should push like how we like. It should do that general thing we just did. So click on this, it pushes. Yes, let's go. So let's actually move this. Let's move this down here and give this a title. So we're gonna just click on this. We're gonna click on we're gonna make it like first page. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna I think that's so we're gonna click on this. So we're gonna click on this navigation control. This is actually not a UI, this is just like a. So we're gonna click on this title thing. We're gonna click on prefers large title. So you see, I was gonna do that, and then where it says this, we can click on this again and say second page, and then we're gonna just do like a back. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now if you run this, what's gonna happen is when you click this button, it's gonna push it onto this page, and then of course when you write anything, so we're gonna write like hello world. Sorry about that. Okay, click hello world, and this goes away. When you click on this button, it goes to this second page. If you click on this back button, this happens. So so it's a really simple and cool thing you can do. And now, as I showed, so let's do one more thing. So before I end this video, so we're gonna drag in another view controller, which is basically another whole UI. You can have as many of these as you want. In one project, I have like 50 or something in an app I'm trying to make. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna click this, drag a button. Okay, I'm gonna make the text color red, pink. I'm gonna make the background color gray. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing I just did with this one. But so I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna hit the control button on my keyboard and do this. And if I click show, it's gonna do that pushing thing that I showed. That is happening with this button. But if I do present modelly, it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that swiping. Like it's gonna like. So I don't know how to explain. So let's run it. It's gonna swipe up. So let me show you. Yep, so when I click this button, it's going to do that. It's that push. It's just pushing a page on top. But if I do this, it's going to slide from underneath like that. So perfect. And all I have to do is just slide it like this, and it's gone. So yeah, and then of course here you can do anything you want. Like here you can add another label saying like hello, and then I can add another like button here. I can add another button that goes to another view controller. You can really do a lot with this. So all I have to do is I have to do that. Show. Okay, so if I run this, it's gonna push button. It's gonna do that. Hello, this, do, and that. So there's two of them. So yeah. I hope you guys like this video. Please consider subscribing. It'll help me a lot. And yeah, and you can. And actually, there's a lot of more things. Wait, sorry. Before I end it, as you can see here, I actually did here. It was supposed to swipe, or like it's supposed to slide. So the reason it didn't do that is because I didn't have a navigation controller right here. But anyway, we'll do that later. You can do more code like just put a background color self.view.background color equals .red. Only this is going to be red because these pages isn't the class of these three isn't on the view controller. So this, as you can see here, is view controller. Here is view controller. So I'm gonna just click on this. I'm gonna click on so the class I want it to be is view controller. If I want every page to be red, all I have to do is click on this and do view controller and click on and just click on enter. That means now when I run this, only this page and this page will be red and nothing else will be red. Here's what I mean. Click on this button, it's red. But if I click on this one, it's not red. If I click on this one, it's not red. So see, so how do I do? So the same thing. I just have to make the class that. So, but what if if I click on this one, the class is not view controller. This one, the class is not view controller. The thing I have to do is, so how do I? What if I want to add like if you don't want to use code, it's really easy. I have to just check anything you want. You can also do custom, so you can add any color. So I'm gonna add like that color. But then what if I want to do this in code, but no, I don't want it to be red because I want to do it from code. So all I have to do that is I'm gonna do command N. I'm gonna do Cocoa Touch class, a new file. I'm gonna make this as other view controller, and I'm gonna change. And normally you'll have this as an NSB file or something. NS an object, NS object, but change that to UI view controller. And then you click on next. You can keep that XIB file unclicked. Okay, so now we have that. So I'm gonna just click on back here, and I'm gonna open it up here. I'm gonna click on other view controller right here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I want to make this say cyan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do self.view.background color equals .cyan. So now if I run this will be red, this will be red, this will be this color, I don't even know what it's called, and this will be cyan. Let's see if it works. So this is red, and let's just test this thing. So this, we put it in, it comes in, this goes out. Yeah, so this is actually not supposed to be cyan yet because I haven't even named it as a class other view controller. I'm gonna name this other view controller, and now this should be cyan, this should be this color, this should be red, and this should be red. Okay, red, cyan, and now that's cyan. I don't know what the color, and this is blue, light blue. So yeah, that's it. You can do many things with this. You can, like, if you want to just write like specific code for like if you just want this to be some type, or like, yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. It's a 28-minute long video. I hope you got to watch the whole thing. Like the video if this helped you in some way, or like you learned something or anything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.